Freeland has gotten to heat recently about her saying that she bikes to work and has a lot of limo charges. And I'm trying to think of a comedy skit that would actually fit in. Like, you say that you don't do something and you just rent it and you're the superstar. I'm trying to think of the example like that. Let's listen to her own words talking about this.
A fact that still shocks my dad is I don't actually own a car because I live in downtown Toronto. I'm like, I don't know, 300 meters from the nearest subway. I walk, I take the subway.
I don't think it's a big shock for her daddy, that she became the finance minister, or first co-signing a loan at age 45, making $300,000 a year. How that becoming a finance minister, I think that actually shocked. The top job in Canada, and her expenses here, someone that bikes, and this is total theatrical performance at its best. This is Catherine Freeland does this too. I think she's going in snowshoes or something like that. It's all very theatrical and perfect. She must be taking the acting lessons. So her chauffeur charges right here of a couple $1,000s that she keeps using is surprising for someone here. Like, she gets a speeding ticket. So when she does drive, she only drives fast anyways and gets speeding tickets. Wow, isn't that incredible? And also, the ironic part of the $3,000 or one time is that she went to a climate conference. These places where, you're supposed to not use carbon footprint. You are not supposed to use carbon footprint, but they'll fly in a plane and go somewhere. Well, she went to Scotland and she used this car service because she didn't go to the airport. She went to Glasgow instead of Edinburgh or vice versa. She went to the wrong one, so she paid this chauffeur to drive her there, because, why not? It's always nice to live at large. Now, this 47 miles to equate to Canadian distances, that's like going from Toronto to Hamilton. It's not really that far, and it's quite expensive for sure. But you got to consider that in Scotland, it's only 440 or 274 miles, the largest length. So she actually drove 20% of the country in that taxi drive, which for that country I think is pretty well the max you can go on, like from one big city to another. So that was horrible that she drove, and like, she's not flying in coach. She's flying on that big private jet that you all pay for. So perspective here, Scotland is as big as Lake Superior. Really, it's a lot of these times too, with the climate, the greenhouse gases and stuff, these little localized regions all over, like, they can get away with, like Norway, they can get away with doing their little hydro and then bragging about how they can do electric and stuff like that. They can get away with it because it's a nothing. It's a fart in the wind. Like, even these countries in the South Pacific that have a say in climate change and voting, they are nothing. They are a fart compared to Canada. They are probably like as big as like Lake Simcoe, and they got a voice on the table to vote if Canada should do something. So anyway, the whole point of this was Freeland and her lying and arrogance with the driving and the theatrical performance that they all do to say that they are better than you because you should take the subway. You should suck it up and get away with biking to work, and why don't you just go and bike to work and be quiet and cancel your Disney service if you can't pay your bills. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Best of goodbyes.